designer for the new line of master design for Tanglewood. We decided on 3 shapes, 1, 2 and 3, small, medium and large. And we make them in 2 different kind of woods in the back and sides, and that's mahogany and East Indian rosewood. When I had designed them, I went to the factory, and because I was very anxious about the quality of the wood, because these were going to be all solid wood. So when I came to the factory, I spent a day just sorting out like 50-60 sets of backs and sides and tops, and told the guys at the factory, this is as bad as it gets, you know, this or better you have to use on these guitars. And so far, the wood that I've seen on these guitars, I personally inspected the first 500 that came to England, and then I've seen, I think, another 100-150 guitars, and some of that wood I would really like to own myself. But what you see first of all on these guitars, and I think that the guys at the Tanglewood first fell for, was the bridge. You can see it from a clear distance that this is something else. I've used that bridge on my guitar since I started, more or less, and this bridge makes it help better balance to the instruments between the bass, middle and top. I want them to have as long as possible sound, so when you hit the string I want it to ring as long as possible, because then you can dampen it when you like, but if it's short from the start you can make it longer, so that's very important. And with that perfectly quarter-sawn wood in the whole guitar, you will get a lot of resonance going in the guitar. And another thing with these guitars is that there is a 0 fret. If you take a guitar with a regular nut, if you take a G chord, you have and start from top, you have a fret hitting the strings, a fret hitting next one, and then you have bone, 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 and you have a fret again. And if you record a guitar, you can actually hear that, because the mid strings are a little bit muffled. So by having a 0 fret, you always have a fret that hits the strings, and that makes it much better balanced to the instruments. We also have, the only thing that is laminated on these guitars are the necks, and they are laminated lengthwise. So it's 2 pieces of mahogany with a veneer in the middle. We could have skipped the veneer, but then we had missed one glue joint, and glue is stronger than wood. So by adding a veneer in the middle, we get 2 sides of glue, and that makes a very stable neck, so it won't twist or anything. I also said if I'm going to do this, I want to be there even when the guitar is finished. So I just don't do the design, put my name on it, and then I go home. Because every time a guitar like this is reaching hopefully a customer, my name is going to come up, and I want it to be as good as it possibly